Hello and welcome to this short presentation introducing our branding services. My name is Peter Nolan and I'm a co-founder of the Men's Rights Intelligent Business Agency. In this presentation we're going to talk about what are branding services, why have branding services. Of course we'll talk a little bit about pricing and payments and then answer the question, why would you buy branding services from us as opposed to anybody else? So what are branding services? At the very simplest level, it's just the creation of a website and having your piece of web real estate out there and showing what your company or organization is all about. And of course, websites can be from the very simple to the very complex. So we can build you a very simple multi-page, maybe 10 or 20 page website, and you can have that talking about your business or your organization, and we'd be happy to do that for you. In terms of complex websites, we can build you any sort of website that you would like. The more complex, the more expensive, and those are built to quote. For business branding, we can do things like logos, image, business cards, letterheads. We can design your presentations for you, newsletters, design video for you, so that you build a consistent message out to your customers. If you would like, we can give you social media advice and guidance. We can give you advice and guidance on all messaging out to your clients, advice and guidance on positioning to competitors. The way that we do this is we partner with a number of specialized companies to deliver our branding services. We do the very simple things ourselves, but where you would like highly specialized people who spend all day, every day working in the branding services area, we have business partners who do that sort of thing. Very well respected, very talented kinds of people. So why have branding services? Well, every business has a style, and that style becomes its brand. And if you do not spend time on this, then that will be reflected in your branding. Whether it's a good style or not so good style, whatever it is you do will be reflected in your branding. So using professional branding services improves the perception of your business in the eyes of your prospects. And it's the old saying, you only get one chance to make a first impression. So what sort of pricing and payments are we talking about? For us, what we're suggesting is for very simple websites, 10 or 20 pages to get your business out there and looking like something like the Men's Rights Intelligent Business Agency. We'll charge you $1,000 per annum. That includes the initial setup plus 20 hours of prepaid work per annum. That is hosted on a .NET Nuke site that we own, and that .NET Nuke is the most popular portal for the Microsoft platform. It includes domain registration on enom.com if your domain is available on enom.com, and 10 mailboxes to go along with that. Each year, if you want us to work on your website, we'll give you the work, we'll prepay work for 20 hours, but work over 20 hours per annum will be billed on a per hour basis. So basically you pay us $1,000, we set you up a website, and then each year we charge you another $1,000 to keep it hosted and keep it running and do some work on it for you. If you want to do the work on it yourself, we're happy to make you administrators of your own website and you can do your own work on it. For complex websites, if you come to us and you run a sizable organization or a company or something like that and you want quite a complex website, we quote those websites against requirements. Your expectation should be that starting at $5,000 and up to set it up, and that we would offer package offers for support hours from 20, 40, 60 up to 100 prepaid hours per year for support. Now of course those prepaid hours, the more prepaid hours for support you buy on the anniversary of your website, the slightly lower price we will offer you. Naturally, prices will be in the different currencies and adjusted for inflation. Where you want things like logos or letterheads or how are we going to do our video or anything else like that, those kinds of more complex branding services, we quote all those against requirements. Why buy branding services? In particular, why buy them from us? Well, every business needs a website, no matter how small you are. Even individuals who do consulting work now have their own websites. So Sizable business are expected to have quality websites. So today, it's almost as if you don't have a website, there's something suspicious about you. Why wouldn't you have a website in this day and age? So even a small business, an individual contractor, individual consultant needs a website to put his real estate out there, and sizable business are expected to have high quality websites today. If your website is not a high quality website, then prospects are going to be a little bit wary about doing business with you. Businesses which are sizable are expected to have a brand for their business. They're expected to have consistent messaging for their business. And if you don't have that, again, people are somewhat suspicious of your brand. You need branding services to differentiate your business from your competitors. The world today is a fairly hyper-competitive marketplace. There have been a massive number of entrants into the marketplace from places like India. They all have quality websites, they all have brands, and it's getting harder and harder to differentiate yourself from other competitors. You want a branding service to present a highly professional image to your prospective clients and to give new prospects one more good reason to buy from you. As we said earlier, you only get one chance to make a first impression. The other reason why you might like to buy branding services from us is you are supporting men's rights in general and men's rights Fiji in particular. Some of the profit from the Men's Rights Intelligent Business Agency will be spent on the men's rights area. So if you're a man who thinks that men should have equal rights to women and that men and women are equal and should be treated as equal, then buying our branding services is a contribution to doing that in Fiji in particular and the rest of the world in general. So in summary, we just talked very briefly about what are branding services, why have branding services, a little bit about pricing and payment starting from $1,000 per annum, and then why would you buy branding services to brand your company, your organization, your business, and of course this short summary. And with that, on behalf of myself and Mr. Tukila, I'd like to say thank you very much for your time. Thank you for listening.